right, y'all. So listen, I'm more than sure all of America is still reeling from that dry ass episode that they could have summed up 14 episodes ago, series finale of Power. But girl, that's not what we are here to talk about, honey. We are here to talk about Miss Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 12, episode 13. Hot tea with the side of cookies. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell, become the notification gang. And if you really rock with my channel like you say you do, please make sure to watch those ads. Now, girl, listen, you could just let them run while you continue washing your face, brush your teeth, shit, showering, shave, sucking your man off. Whatever it is that you do in the morning or when you watch me, you could just let them hoes run. Help me help y'all. My PayPal and Cash App will be listed down to the description box. Those of you all who would like to give to the channel or donate, I should say, to the channel that way, that is perfectly fine. You can also donate by going down to Teespring/Tea-Talk Boutique for all of your Tea Talk needs. And you can also join the channel. I have 2 tiers. Pick whichever tier works for you in your pocketbook. And girl, we're going to have this thing in the swing. Now, getting on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, Cynthia meets up with Eva to catch up and talk about the whole Tanga and Kenya situation about the wig, and that's pretty much all that there was. She invites Tanga and Kenya as well so that they can sit down and hash out their differences because, in my opinion, it's not even that big of a damn deal. Kenya came in ready to read Tanga. Like, Kenya walked up in there and she said, oh, honey, I'm gonna need a drink before I read a bitch. And I said, okay, Kenya, like, okay, now you taking it to a point where it did not have to go to. This is where things just go completely left. For me, this is where things went completely left. Kenya brings in the cookie lady, Shania, I guess her name was Shania, I could be wrong, or Shania, whatever, to the meeting, and Cookie comes for Tanya hard. Kenya, I like you, but I will spare your raggedy ass no longer. Because this is the issue that I have with that entire thing, Kenya. It didn't have to go that far. You came in ready, guns blazing, your guns was cocked, you was cock-locked and ready to rock. And you didn't care who you took down in your mission of getting Tanya together. And what I mean by that is you proved everybody right with what you did by throwing Cynthia up under the bus in an effort to try to get a one-up or make your point to Tanya. And the thing about it is, Kenya, Tanya didn't deserve any of that. Not only did she not deserve any of that, you knew that Tanya was not a Nene, was not a Porsha, was not a Phaedra, was not anybody that was going to give you back exactly what you gave to them, okay? You pulled a real, that season when Kim Fields was up there, and how you went extremely too hard on her until the reunion came and she gathered your ass up in a nice pretty little bow. And I'm sorry, Kenya, you don't get no cool points for bringing that tired ass candy lady there, because I can look at her and tell all of that won't nothing but an act that you and her put together to try to make it seem as if she's that girl. And we can already look at her and tell that she's not that girl. Because, child, from the story that you gave, there was nothing like listening to that story and how it was told. Maybe it was just me, but listening to it, I'm not even understanding why that's even a conversation or a topic of anybody's, especially for you, Kenya, considering the fact that as soon as Mark Daly got a baby from you, he put an H on his back and hauled ass. So that's why I'm not here with you for that, Kenya. Anything dealing with anybody's boyfriends, fiancés, or husbands, you need to shut your damn mouth, because yours don't even want you. He don't want you. He never did want you. He chewed you up and spit you out for a baby. And for anybody that come along saying, oh, he didn't need Kenya for no baby, he already got baby, blah, 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 blah. Girl, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. You tired and you miserable. And you want everybody else to be just as miserable. Girl, misery loves company. And not only does it love it, it demands it sometimes. Now, I would go in and I have a whole lot more, but YouTube gonna jump down my throat. So I can't give you what I really want to give you. But if y'all really want to know how I feel, I will be doing a rant about Kenya old, messy, ornery, miserable ass later on. Because you pissed me off with that, Kenya. Kenya, you really pissed me off with that. Like, you took that whole thing to a point that it didn't need to go to over a damn wig. Nobody cares if you wear a wig, Kenya. What everybody is saying is, don't give Marlo much about wearing wigs. Will you wear one, bitch? Miss, I got 24 inches of real hair. Then why the hell was you wearing a wig? Because all you had to do was put your hair in a ponytail, little mama. Okay? Shout out to Jennifer Hudson. You insinuated that I wear wigs is basically messing with my business. Kenya, girl, first of all, because I ain't read nowhere where your products done made you into $1 million corporation. I ain't read nowhere where I saw it. If I'm wrong, y'all get me together in the comments. But I'm just giving you my take on it and my opinion. I ain't seen you nowhere in Forbes talking about your $1 million edge control or whatever the hell it is, girl. Like, forget you, Kenya. Forget you. Porsha and Dennis go to see Dr. Sherry. Dennis says that Porsha likes to grind what happened into him sometimes. And see, this is the thing that kills me about men. Y'all can go out here and stick your dick in anything and feel like, oh, I'm sorry or I apologize. And that all of a sudden makes it all better. And she just automatically forgets what you did and never bring it up again. Listen. One thing I've always heard older people say, you may have done something for a year and apologized for it, but it could take her a year or more to get over it. And if you're a real man and you're really remorseful for what it was that you did to not only her but your family, you would just sit there and take it. You would suck it up and take it. And understand that none of this wouldn't have had to be had you not ran out there and stuck your little pissy ass dingaling in any or everything that has a tight hole. And again, Dennis, like, I really don't see what the allure is to you. No tea, no shade. I'm a far cry from a bathing beauty myself. But I mean, you know, from one chunky monkey to the next, I just don't see what all the hype is with Dennis. I don't. Like, is it his hot dog empire that he trying to build? I mean, what is it? What is it? Because in my opinion, he got the personality of a dial tone, so it couldn't have been that. So Porsha, you really need to explain to us exactly what it was that got you attracted to this man, what it is that really wants you to get married to this man so bad, and I don't want to hear nothing about because you got baby PJ. I'm so sick and tired of you people getting up here and putting that on your kids. I don't know what in the entire holy hell to do, but that's not what this video is about, and I'm just gonna move on. Porsha says that sex with Dennis doesn't feel right. She says she has a mental block. She says that she wants to have sex with him so he doesn't go out and find it for somebody else, but at the same time, she doesn't trust him enough to be intimate with him yet. And Porsha, I understand where you're coming from with that, sis. I do. A lot of people may not understand it, but if you've been cheated on before in the past and you decided to give the other person another chance, I definitely understood exactly where Porsha was coming from with that. That is like being in a rock and a hard place. It's like, on one hand, I definitely want to be intimate with him because I already know him for his works. If I ain't giving it to him, he gonna find it from somebody else. But at the same time, I don't know who you was laying down with. I don't know if it was protected or not. I don't know if she got bed bugs, lice, or what have you. And you know, when you lay down with dog, you wake up with fleas. And honey, I don't need no fleas around here. So I understand where you was coming from, Porsha. If nobody else in America do, sis, I do. Cynthia arrives in LA to see Mike. And I love Mike and Cynthia's relationship. And I love the openness that he has with her as it pertains to his past, and we're going to get to that gag down towards the end. Kenya and Mark go to look at spaces for an event that he's having, and Mark constantly talks over Kenya when she's trying to give her advice on something. But it's like I said, like, he does this a lot. He been doing this since he first stepped on the scene with Kenya. I mean, and this goes back to what I said before about why Kenya is the last person to go around trying to give advice or spill teas on anybody else's boyfriend, fiance, husband, man, whatever. The producer asked Kenya that she wishes that Mark treat her more like a wife instead of one of the homeboys. And all Kenya could do was laugh at that situation. And Kenya, I laughed too, girl. I laughed too. And I laughed at you and not with you because she's absolutely right. Moving right on along. Girl, Mike could care less about what you and the rest of them cackling hens that you chill and hang around got going on. Child, Mike says the next time he finna bring them all juice boxes and cookies with the childishness that goes on between them. And girl, I'm not mad at him. It's like, listen, a real man don't want to hear nothing about y'all female problem and y'all female angst. Like, I could look at his face and tell. Forget all of the stuff, the theatrics that they gave in the background. You could just look at his face and tell how zoned out he was and how tired he was of always hearing about how all of you grown, rusty ass women can't never come together, sit down, chill, lollygag, laugh, cackle and kiki, throw a little light shade, and it's over with, and everybody go home. It's like, do I have to always constantly hear that basically y'all can't be around each other longer than 2 minutes before some tea gets spilled, shade gets thrown, bottles get thrown, drinks get thrown, people want to jump up and flare their arms like a newborn baby, like as if they gonna do something to somebody. Like, I was with Mike on that, point blank period. Candy and Todd working on the baby room. Girl, who cares? I was bored. And let me tell you something, I'm over the Mama Joyce and Todd debacle. Mama Joyce, you done already forgave him last year. Why is you now trying to make a thing about something this year? Let me tell you something. Mama Joyce is very tired and she's very miserable with that tired, old, dilapidated ass wig that she been wearing since her ass first got on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And at the end of the day, Mama Joyce, they're married. You don't have no say-so in what goes on in her will as it pertains to who's a beneficiary and who is not. Because at the end of the day, Mama Joyce, you wouldn't be where you was if it was not for your damn daughter. So you ain't nothing but the pot calling the kettle black when they was flashbacking in when he asked you, what is it that you think I'm in for? And you just, but girl, so is you. So is you. So I'm not understanding exactly what your problem is with Todd. Todd has never disrespected you in any type of way, shape, form, or fashion. He's always tried to be nice, to play nice to you, and you was just always insisting on having some type of issue with this. Like, what would you much more rather Candy to be with? Be with somebody that's everything that you claim that Todd is? Would that make you happy? Like, I don't know what, like, please, somebody get into the comments and tell me what is her real issue with Todd Tucker. I don't want no accusations. I don't want no suspicions. I want to know what it is that Todd has done to make Mama Joyce act in the way that she has. Not to mention, didn't his mom die not too long ago? Like, and now you still sitting up here with this childish, immature, Todd. I could ride Mama Joyce all day, but I'm going to let it go because her mom, Mama Joyce and my mama share the same damn name. So, you know, I'm going to let it go. But Bravo Andy and all of y'all, whoever is in charge of that, I don't want that storyline to come back. And I'm going to need more from Candy and Todd other than this damn baby. I'm tired of hearing about it at this point. Because girl, they started to bore me. That's a little piece of Fantasia for y'all that don't know. Cynthia says that Mike has a lot of female friends, and I say that because Mike had a little get together down to his house, I guess, so that everybody could finally meet Cynthia face to face. And it was a few men, it was a few sausages there, but everybody else was damn near women. Okay, he likes sexy girls, all type of women. That's a little joke for y'all. Cynthia asked him where all of his guy friends are, especially since he works in the male-dominated industry. And what he basically said was, it's easier to be friendlier with females than it is for males. You know what I'm saying? And, he feels like, to have a bromance or a real guy friend, you have to gravitate to each other. You can't force it and this, that, and this. And basically, he just gets along with females. Listen, I know a lot of straight heterosexual men who befriend women quicker or more than they befriend dudes. It can happen. It doesn't mean he's gay. It doesn't mean he like the same thing that they like. It just means, just like I know a lot of females who typically have more guy friends than female friends. Like, my best friend is one of them. She's one of them. She has way more male friends than she do female friends, but she don't sleep with them. She don't lay down with them or none of that. They got like a brother-sister relationship, and that's just how it is. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. As long as boundaries are set, you could be friends with any damn body that you want to be friends with, in my opinion. Mike's daughter gets upset when he talks about what happened between him and his mom, and she starts crying. And that's where the episode went off at. Now see, men, this is a cautionary tale. For all of you husbands who go out there and feel like you can stick your dick in anything that you want to, you don't only just hurt your spouse, you hurt the child as well. Now this little girl, 17 years old, Mike ain't been with her mama and Lord knows how when, but just hearing how careless he was about her mom and her mom's feelings, she gets so upset that she runs upstairs, goes into her room, and she breaks down crying. And I felt really bad for her. Like, y'all men need to get it together, because it's like I just said, you're not only hurting your spouse, you're hurting the child too, especially when they're old enough to understand exactly what the hell you did and exactly what the hell is going on. And I'm with her. Like, I would feel some type of way too. And then to know that you put it in a tell-all book. But see, this is where I like Mike, because he did not sugarcoat anything, especially to his daughters. And I feel like that's, as a man, that's what you're supposed to do, especially when you done messed up, so that your child can be made know ahead of time what type of guy to deal with and what type of guy she does not want to deal with. I can't think of her name. I think they called her Kiki. But I don't think that's her name, but I think they called her Kiki. She's actually very beautiful. Both of his daughters are, and she'll get over it. She most definitely will get over it, especially if Mike has really turned over a new leaf. He's tired of going around here hoeing, okay? He don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. He tired of doing all of that, and he wants something real. He's getting older. He sees it with Cynthia. He really adores Cynthia. Cynthia adores him and his kids, just like he adores Noelle. I truly love the both of them together, and I really want them to make it work. I honestly do. Like, Cynthia, you got a good one, girl. You got a good one, child. I wish I was there, because, girl, you already know me for my works. I'll take your man. But, girl, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to gig it. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know how y'all felt about Kenya. Let me know if y'all felt like I should do a whole rant on Kenya, because I really didn't give her as much as I could have. Y'all let me know about the Porsha situation. Y'all thoughts. Let me know how y'all feel about the Candy and Todd and Mama Joyce situation. Y'all thoughts. And let me know y'all thoughts on Mike letting his daughters in on everything that went down between them and their mama and his previous relationships. I'm about to get off of here, but I'm gonna holla at y'all later. Skip your back.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush, that be my starter kit.